Fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, for nights will quickly dream away the time, and the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegis. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demitrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, feigning verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demitrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you, your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I'm made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and the everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine. And all my right of her I do estate unto Demitrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius, and, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love to Nidar's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But, being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and Aegis, come along. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which we by no means may extenuate, to death, or to vow a single life. Come, my Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demitrius and Aegis, come along.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child, and from Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander! I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitted souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are low to stars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, ogre favor so. Yours would I catch her, Hermia. Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice. My eye, your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile, said Gill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
Oh, none but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time where lovers' flights doth still conceal, from Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight. From lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demitrius dote on you.
How happy some or other son can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all, but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this heat, some hail, that some heat from Hermia fell, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in mean I to enrich my pain to have his sight thither and back again. Read what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors as they appear on the scroll.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry now. Good Peter Quince, read the names of the actors as they appear on the scroll. Master, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call it, Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and to proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, huh? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor be for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part to Terracadon, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far to make and mar the foolish fates. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows bender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you are to take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
May faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Why, that's all you want. You shall wear a mask and speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I can speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, Pyramus dear, my lady dear, my lover dear.
No! You don't play no part but Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well then, proceed.
Roman Starboard, Attila.
Here, Peter Quince.
You are to play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snub the joiner. You are to play the lion's part. And I hope here is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let her roar again, let her roar again.
And you shall do
you should fright the ladies out of their wits. They would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will roar as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you, Aunt Rennie Nightingale! You can play no part but Pyramus!
No, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. A lovely, gentleman-like man as one shall see on a summer's day. A proper man, therefore you must needs play Pyramus. Well,
I will undertake it! What beer should I play it in?
why, what you will. But masters, here are your parts! And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. And meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of property such as our play once. I pray you fail me not.
There, we will meet, and we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu.
At the Duke's Hope we meet.
How now, spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's spear, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be in their gold coats, spots you see, those be moons. Fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou wall of spirits. All be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And Oberon would have the child knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square that all their elves for fear, and creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Or not you, she.
Thou speakest aright. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in lightness of a filthy foal, and sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, on her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. Oh, but room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Jealous Oberon, fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, and not I thy lord?
Oh, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Aglia break his faith, with Ariadne and Antiope?
Oh, these are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the midsummer spring brave medley on hill in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin to the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land lies not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarking traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Yes! My gentle buck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea makes music.
I remember.
That very time I saw. But thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower. The herb I shewed me once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. Oh, the next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, or bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou told me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, enwoed within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demitrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of life in the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed. When cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe what I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demitrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I will follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Oh, hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight, and there the snake throws her enameled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasy. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Now a roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of the minute hence, some kill cankers in the musk rose buds. Some war with rare mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs been I've seen. Newts and blind works do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Fill on hell with melody, singing our sweet lullaby.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest? It is thy dear.
Wake when some vile thing is near. La 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 la
la. Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak truth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. And by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lie. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off, in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alters till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might have proved this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he my master said, despising the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this lack love, this ill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep the seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Stay! Kill me! Sweet Demitrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Oh, stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? If not with salt tears, if so, my eyes were oftener washed than hers. No. No. I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me do run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demitrius do, as a monster fly my presence thus. And what wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? Oh! But who is here? Lysander? On the ground, dead or asleep? Oh, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
Oh, and run through fire, I would for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demitrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loved your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says, you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young till now, ripe not to reason, and now touching the point of human skill, reason becomes the morsel to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I overlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery, Lord? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough. It's not enough. No, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demitrius, but you must love my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do. Disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. That a lady of one man refused should of another, therefore be abused!
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as tie heresies that men do leave, are hated most by those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me, and all my powers, address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me, do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Oh, ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent to eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing, gone, no sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not mine. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
For our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn break our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
The patrons.
What sayest thou, Bully?
There are some things within this play of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By your lake and a parlous fear.
I believe we must take the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This shall put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
Let's make it 2 more. It shall be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is no more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Yes, he must speak his name, and half of his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he himself shall speak through, saying thus or to the same effect. Ladies! Fair ladies! I would request you! I would entreat
moonshine that night we play our play?
A calendar! Look in the almanac! Wind up moonshine! Wind up moonshine!
Yes, it does shine that night.
Why then, may we leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or say one comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. And then there is another thing that is. To bring a wall into the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story, do talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. Let's say you bottom.
Some man or other must present a wall. Let him have some loam or rock cast or plaster about him, and let him hold his fingers thus, so that Pyramus and Thisbe may whisper through.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Sit down, everyone is done, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have finished your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What had been homespuns here so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a playtime! I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, you begin. Thisbe, stand for.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors.
Odor, savor, sweet. So hast thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! Say thou there a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than our played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand. He goes but to hear a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus! Most radiant Pyramus! Most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar. Most brisky juvenile and dick, most like the Jew. As truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll make thee, Pyramus, at Minnie's tomb.
9 is 2, man. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past, it is never tired.
As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only gone. Why do they run away? I see their knavery. This is to make me afeard.
Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see in an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to right me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. No, I will walk up and down here singing, so that they shall hear I am not afraid. The ousel cock so black of hue with orange downy bill, the throstle with his notes so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel waits me in my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plainsome cuckoo gray, whose notes from many a band of rock and dare not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note, and so is my eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first of you to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Oh, thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. If I had wit enough to get out of these woods, I had wit enough to save mine own turn.
Out of these woods do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed.
Ready! And I! Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentlewoman. Hop in her locks and gamble in her eyes. Feed her with apricots and dewberries, with red grapes, purple figs, and mulberries. Nod to her, elves. Do her courtesy.
Hail, mortal! Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, I shall desire you of more good acquaintance, Madam Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, madam?
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of more good acquaintance, Madam Peas Blossom. Your name, madam?
Mustard seed.
Oh, I shall desire you of more good acquaintance as well, Madam Mustard Seed.
Come. Look at my flower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Come, tie up my love's tongue, bring her silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake too. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Oh, here comes my messenger. Come now, my spirit. What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of packers, rude mechanicals that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook her scene and entered in a break. When I did she at this advantage take, and as this no, I fix it on her head. So out of sight her fellows fly, and I am still here. In murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their senses thus weak, lost, and their fears thus strong. Great senseless things begin to do them wrong. I led them on in this distracted fear, and that sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
Oh, this was better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, afore she must be eyed.
Oh, stand close. This is the same lady.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him that loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I'm a chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being our shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too.
The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia?
It cannot be that thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demitrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou lightest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth we never numbered among men.
Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked
And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch. Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized wound. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see thee more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. Which now in some slight measure it will pay. For his tender here, I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
Of the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that costs the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. With his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fool these mortals be!
Yes, stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demitrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put into scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Oh, nor not in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Livingston is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure congealed white high Taurus snow fed with the eastern wind turns to a crow when thou holdst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss. Yeah!
I see you are all bent to stand against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to bow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A true exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, of Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath. whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I know none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but this guest why sojourned, and now to Helena's in home returned. There to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Despair is not the faith thou dost not know. Oh, lest to thy peril thou abide deep. Look what I love comes. Yonder is thy tomb.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander found. Mine ear, I thank it brought unto thy sound. Why unkindly didst thou take this up?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, who would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
But you speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy? Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia! Most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared? The sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us. Oh, it's all forgot. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demitrius, who even but now did spurn me with this foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul and tenderly, forsooth, affection? But by your setting on, by your consent, what though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever. Counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink each at other. Hold the sweet jest of this sport. Well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument, but fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent! Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I swear, by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false, that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, then withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love, out, tawny tartar, out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest? Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, shall I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I do hate her, I will not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? And not I, Hermia? Are not you, Lysander? I'm as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me, you juggler. You canker blossom. Oh, leave the love. What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart?
Fine, faith, have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will answers from my gentle tongue. 5, 5, you counterfeit, you puppet, you puppet, why so? 5, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures, she hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes. I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right mate for my coward. Let her not strike me! You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her. Robber, harm again! Good Hermia! Evermore did love you, Hermia, and ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Say that in love unto Demitrius. I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you, for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and bred me to spurn me, to strike me, nay, to kill me too. So now you will let me quiet go. To Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am. Why, get you gone. Who is that hinders you? A foolish heart I leave here behind. What, with Lysander? With Demitrius!
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce. Little again, nothing but low and little. Why must you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass made, you bee! You acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl. Good.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Oh, nay, pull up back. I will not trust you, I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray, but my legs are longer, though, to run away. I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully?
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Oh.
Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, as I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far my gratitude sort, as I esteem their jangling a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demitrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demitrius, and from each other wilt thou lead them thus, to lower their brows, death counterfeiting sleep, with laden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream, and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do be employed, I'll to my queen, beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things will be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. For night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shine the roar's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there, troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest day they willfully themselves exile from light, and must for I consort with black-browed night?
But we are spirits of another sort. I, with the morning's love, have oft made sport, and like a forester, the groves may tread e'en till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune, fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green street. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demitrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, thrown and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plain our ground. Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak. In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod, thee defiled and draw a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow me, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly, that fallen am I in dark uneven way. And here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demitrius and revenge this spite.
Thou coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest. For when I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockst me? Thou shalt bide this day if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness could strengthen me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh long and tedious night. Await my hours, shine comforts from the east that I make back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. Oh, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company. Yet but three, come one more, two of both kinds makes up four. Oh, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man shall have his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Gill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss My fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Madam Cobweb?
Ready?
Oh, Madam Cobweb, get your weapons in your hands and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. Madam Mustard Seed.
Ready?
Give me your knee, Madam Mustard Seed. I pray you leave your courtesy, good madam.
What is your will?
Nothing but to help Gaary Cobweb to scratch. I must have arms, madame, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I'm such a tender ass. When my hand do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs in the bow.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good, dry oats. Methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Yeah, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep upon
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee. How I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh, her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the woods, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she her hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew, which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty flower's eyes like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. Gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that she awaking when the other do may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower had such force and blessed power. Now, mighty time, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love. Ooh.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe her visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own full eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphant. And blessed to all fair prosperity, there shall these pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in joy.
Fairy King, attendant mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trick we after the night's shade, we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is since we have the vague word of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. This Demitrius is this Helena, old Neder's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegis, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine is past. Oh, begin these woodbirds but a couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly I would speak, and now do I bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demitrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent, that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood. And I in fury hither followed them, fair Helen and fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now the remembrance of an idol god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I love this food, but as in health, come to my natural taste. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
You are fortunately met. Of this discourse we shall hear more anon. Aegis, I overbear your will, for in the temple by and by, with us shall these couples eternally be knit. And for the morning house something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 by 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, my department.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demitrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here, and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father?
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we're awake! Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Here comes calling, and I will answer. An axe is the most fair pyramid. Hey, oh. Peter Quince! Luke the bellows mender! Smell the tinker! Starfling? God's my life! Stolen ends and left me asleep!
most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Methinks I was... There is no man can say what. Methinks I was... And methinks I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, nor his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream, and I will call it Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke, peradventure, to make it all the more gracious. I will sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet? He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible you have not a man in all Athens able to discharge a pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he is the very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple with 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we would have been made back.
Sweet bully almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
I have come to discourse wonders, but ask me not why. For if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything as it shall out.
Let us hear, sweet Bob.
Not a word of me. All I will say is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part. For the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let his beware clean linen. Let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out as his claws. And most dear actors, I pray you eat no raw onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go away.
More strange than true. I never shall believe these antique fables or these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends.
But all the story of the night told over, all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to a great constancy. But howsoever, strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends! May joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mask, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
A play there is. 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, I must confess, when I saw rehearsed, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds until now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your memory.
And I will hear that play, for never can anything be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should hear repent to. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all you are like to know. Consider then, gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you should know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man the climb and rough path doth present. Wall, that vile wall in which these lovers did sunder, and through walls chink. Poor souls, they are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder, this man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know by moonshine did these lovers meet, to think and scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. This grisly beast which lie in height by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away. Or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blade, full blade, he bravely broke his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe turning in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, once now by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny, hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This low, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this, the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Oh, grim-looking night! Oh, night with hues so black! Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack!
I fear
fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with my line. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what sing I? No Thisbe do I see? A wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Oh, Lord, Lord, often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. My stones with mine and
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink testify, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love, thou art. My love, I think.
Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander am I trusty still.
To the place we killed.
They're not shameless to progress was so true.
Shameless to progress, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall. No, wilt thou and ninnies too meet me straightway?
That have I all, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
You ladies, you, whose gentle hearts doth fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lions rough and wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I once snugged the joiner, and may lions bell, nor else no lions dam, for if I should, as lions, come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
This lantern doth the morning moon present. This lantern doth the morning moon present myself, the man in the moon do seem to be. All that I have to say is that this lantern is the moon, myself, the man in the moon. This thorn bush is my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
This is all ministry. Where is my love?
What sweet moon! I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glimmering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but more, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Uproot, ye furies fell! Fates, come, come, cut And thus, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Come, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight, and die, die, die.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Dead? And so must cover my sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Lovers make moan! His eyes but green as links. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk! Lay them in door!
Since you have shorn with shears his silk, tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast and brew. And farewell, friends. Thus, Thisbe ends. Adieu. 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 Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores all with weary tasks done. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night that graves all gaping wide. Everyone lets forth his sprite in churchway paths to glide, and and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun following darkness, like a dream, are now frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I'm sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar.
Hand in hand in fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now, until break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. In the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. With this field to consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall